Hello class, this is a continuation of the Revit tutorial, Revit assignment 1. We left off with the exterior walls. So let's go to the first floor plan and we'll look at adding some interior walls. On Vanco Hall we're giving a complete floor plan. This is what's required for this assignment. You'll see it has interior walls, room labels, dimensions, windows. We're not responsible for the window tags just yet. So with this layout in hand, I'll go to Revit and start putting some walls in. So under the Architecture tab, Wall, I'll use a basic wall interior, 4 7/8. And so I'm just estimating. Let's check this to finished face exterior. Now you'll see this is where I'm grabbing this wall from to run it out. So I'll start from this side. Also, let's make this 8 feet tall instead of 9 feet tall. So putting in interior walls. So with the floor plan in hand, I'm estimating where these walls go. So I'm just gonna draw. I'm gonna put a wall there. I'm gonna put a wall here. Just guessing. So I'll move this out a little. So I'm going to click on this wall. Here's how I'll adjust this. I'll go to with this in hand. This is 9 foot 0 and 1/2 an inch across the den. So I'll click on this wall. This dimension presents itself. Now it's going to the center line. So as I click these blue dots, it switches from center to face. With this wall still selected, I'll click here, right, 9 foot 0 and 1/2 inch, and it moves the wall for me. For this wall, so we can move the dimensions. Oops, let's see. As this goes. So let's look at the wall going back the other way. The other dimension for the den looks like 10 foot 8 inches. So I'm clicking on this wall. This temporary dimension presents itself. I'll extend it to the exterior wall. Click these blue grips, and that dimension was 10 foot 8 inches. 10 foot 8 inches. Alright, so that's how I'm kind of estimating or guessing where my interior walls go, and then I'm fine-tuning it later. So I'm placing a wall roughly where I think it should be. Click on it. The temporary dimension sets itself up. From the plan I can see that this is 3 foot 7.5 inches. Okay, on and on like that till we have all the walls in place that you see. There's a staircase here, in case we're wondering what the U-shape is around the pantry. We'll model that in a later week. Next thing I want to do is grab some windows. So my base model comes with a fixed unit, but I want some other windows, a double hung and an awning. So I'll go to Load Family up here. Scroll down to Windows. Let's get a double hung. Let's see, double hung with trim. Okay, what else? How about double hung with no trim? We'll make custom trim. So here's the standard sizes it's giving us. There may be custom sizes. So what I'm referring to is this. This is part of the assignment. One of the exercises we're doing on Vanco Hall. There's a sheet called Plan and Window Schedule. So we'll look at the window schedule here. And here are the sizes. Now when you get to a triple or double unit on the plan, for example, window number 8 is 96 inches. You would divide the 96 by 3. So let's look at window number 1 for starters. That's a double hung. It's 36 inches wide by 72 inches high. That's 3 feet wide by 6 feet tall. So that's offered with the stock selection. So I'll just use that. Alright, if it was not offered, or let's try and find one that isn't offered. Let's see, 72, let's just say we needed to modify this. You may have all the stock sizes, but let's edit type of window. So I'll click on the window, edit type. We could duplicate this window and rename it, or we could simply rename it and adjust its size here. So if you wanted to make a new custom window, that's how you would do that. I'll click on the window, and we want to make the head height 80 inches, 6'8". Let's go to the 3D view and have a look at this thing. So it's a big window, it's close to the ground, may have been higher in actual construction, so we're varying a bit from what may have actually been built. Go back to the first floor plan. Let's get an awning window, see if that's available. So I'll go to architecture, window, insert, load family. Brings us here, windows, awning with trim. Sounds okay. Let's see, fixed. Nope, we didn't want that. Load family, windows, awning with trim. I'll open this up. Awning with trim. So let's go to our window schedule. Number 3 is an awning. That's a fixed transom. So 3 is fixed. Number 2 is an awning. Number 2 is a double unit. It's going to be over the sink. Number 2 is giving us a 72-inch width. That's 6 feet. So half of that is 3 feet, 36 inches. So let's go back to Revit. Let's get the height. I forgot to get the height here. So 36 by 36, right? Half of 72, and 36 is the height. Let's see if they offer us a... So they don't offer us initially our window. We'll have to make it. I'll go to edit type, duplicate. I'll call this one 36 by 36. Change the size of it here to 3 feet. Hit OK. Now I can place this window. The head height will be 6'8", and we'll place it here. We're going to place another one right next to it. Actually, let's wait for that. So I'm going to click on the window. Let's see where this is going. Window number 2. Well, window 1, let's do window number 1, is 5'3" out of the corner from the exterior. Alright. So let's click on number 1, and these dimensions again present themselves. I'll click this dot to get it to go to the exterior, and I'll click this dot to get it to go to the edge of the window, and that dimension was 5'3", and it moves the window right into place. Oh, I'm sorry, my mistake. It was 5'3" to the center line of the window. So as you can see, I just moved these location around, and I'll enter the text here, 5'3". Okay. And window number 2, from the center of window number 1, go here. So I believe this dimension is 9'7". Oops. Cancel. 9'7". So from there to there, this window gets copied over. Be sure to save your project. I'm not going to at the moment. So window number 2 to the center of the double window, 9'7", over from the center of window 1. So let's go ahead and add a dimension. We'll go to Annotate, Aligned Dimension, clicking the center of this window to the center of that. So I have my dimensions. Not sure if they're hidden. Let's try that again. So that's it. Alright. Looking at 3D view. Alright, not bad so far. Go back to the first floor plan. So let's finish this up. You'll carry on to add the other windows and doors and labels. So here's dimensions, right? We'll go to Annotate, Aligned. Let's go to Wall Faces, Wall Faces. Click on the outside there, click on the outside, pull this away. Pretty easy. Alright, that's Annotate Dimensions. Now let's put this on a sheet. Well, first, here's text. It's the A up here. Very similar to CAD. Let's make sure this text is 330 seconds. That's appropriate. Let's do some sheets. I'm going to go to my project browser, right click over sheets, go to add new sheet. We don't want this, we want a 11 by 17, so I'll go to load, title blocks, B, 11 by 17. Click that on the way out, hit OK. So here I'll right click, new sheet. That's how I'm getting the new sheets. I'll expand this. So here's how we'll drag the view onto the sheet. Basement plan. I just simply drag the word onto the sheet and let it go. It looks small, so I'll select it. We want this to be 3/16. Let's see. Right here. You can just move this and use arrows to nudge. Get it right there. So way down here is my title. I want to just grab this and bring it up. Alright. So there are some other adjustments here I'd like to make. So I'm double clicking in here. Very similar to how we operate viewports in CAD. Here's my cropping window. Bring this in. See right about there. And hide it. I'm going to right click, deactivate view. So when I click on this, the dots present themselves grips on the title. I'll bring this in, something like that. We can leave the section cut on there for now. That'll get filled in later. Move this around. So same thing for first floor. Right click, new sheet. We want 11 by 17. Hit OK. Drag from your project browser the first floor, the word first floor, onto your sheet. Make sure it's to the right scale. And that's that. So that's look at one more thing. So I'll go click on first floor. Let's look at a door. So we'll go to architecture, door, 30, let's go for a 30-inch door. And I'm just placing doors, right? So we'll click on the door, can adjust its swing both ways. Right? And if we need a new door or a different door, and you'll be asked to put a different door in, insert, load family, doors, residential. So there are some doors in here that you can choose from. That was actually one of them right there. Let's go ahead and bring that in. Let's see, 36. Let's go for 36 by 80. Sure. That goes out here. Architecture, door. Here's where you can choose from their doors. Right here. Go to my 3D view, see how things are doing. So that's exactly what I thought was happening out here. So this is not bad progress. Of course, this is not a step-by-step tutorial. We'll work on this extensively in lab. And so feel free to get Revit and start using it with your Autodesk Studio students.